Okay, so first step, whenever you're doing any radical equation, is isolate the radical, or one of them. If you have multiple radicals, isolate one of them. Okay, this one already has one isolated. So second step, square both sides. This would get rid of your radical, which is the whole goal, is to get that x out. So no more square root, but now this side got a FOIL, or distribute. So you end up with 2 of these. So multiply this out. This becomes x squared minus 6x plus 9. Once you do the distribution. I skipped a minor step here. Y'all cool with this? No big deal either way. Let me know. It's fine.
Can you go over the minor step?
Yeah, no big deal here. The x times x times -3, right? -3 times x. -3 times -3. Oops, I ran out of space. That's where this comes from. So x times x is the first term. Combine those -3x's, you get -6. -3 times -3 is a positive 9. Or you can use a formula to just kind of do it real quick. Doesn't matter how you do it. But remember, if you're squaring a binomial, you should get 3 terms, right? If you square 2 terms, I should get 3 pieces. Yeah, cool up to that point. It's fine. Okay. Oh, sorry, I just got an email. All right, so what do y'all think we should do here?
Do you subtract 3 from both sides?
Yeah, we should, right? The goal is to get the quadratic part to 0, right? So -3 minus.
Yeah, subtract both sides.
Yeah, you could do it in a couple of steps. It don't matter. But the goal is to eventually get to here, right? 9 minus 3 something. Is that a factor?
Is this where the quadratic formula or any formula can be used?
You could do quadratic here. That's true. But it's a lot more work than necessary. But you could. You should check if you can do trial and error and just straight up factor it. Is there any factors of -6 that add up to the b term? Yeah, negative. Well, actually, hold on. That should be +3, shouldn't it? Sorry. That make more sense?
Yes.
So -1, -6, right? You all agree with his factorization?
Yes.
The final step, you set each part to 0, and then we see if they're legit, right? Is it true? Do they work? I don't know. Solve for x on each one. Then check, does this work here? And the original here. I have a feeling this one's not going to work. So whenever you square both sides, you introduce the possibility of, I think the book calls it erroneous solutions. So they're not real.
Would 6 work because 6 plus 3 is 9, and then square root of 9 is 3, and then 6 minus 3 is also 3, so just equal to 6?
Yeah, that one's for sure going to work. Then that's how you check. You're right. But this one's not going to work. Do you see why?
Would one side equal to 2? And the
This
other
one
one?
would be 2, right? But you notice how this one's -2?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not equal, is it? So no, that's BS right there. No, like somebody said just a minute ago, 6 is gonna work. That's confusing. Any questions on this first problem from, I think it was the worksheet, yeah, part A. Okay. All right. Okay then. So if it's a cube root or a square root, you do power 2 or power 3. It just depends. But always do it once you have an isolated root. So once you have a square root by itself, then square both sides and keep going. Y'all have any other questions on radical equations?
Not radical, but I do have um on the solving others equation, it's like square root x plus 6 or x plus 2 equals 6. Can we do like a problem like that, or was that what you just did?
Was that in the worksheets or in the homework?
The homework, it's gonna be solving other equations on the Alex module.
All right, let me pull it up. All right, can you all see the question? They
Yeah,
pick another one, but
yeah. Wait. Yeah.
one of these
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. One of those, one of those.
yeah, well, that was something I just did. Is there another? Do you want to do it again, or do you want to do a harder one?
Oh no, then it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
No, I
Okay.
mean it's fine. Just making sure. I mean, we could do one more if you want, but or we can pick something.
Can we do a harder one?
We can do one more.
Yeah, it don't matter. I mean,
There-
today is more
Yeah,
of a.
that.
Let's see, trying to find one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do another one. Who cares? It's all good. We'll do this guy here. There we go. Yeah, we're technically ahead, but I just want to make sure we practice a little more, just in case, because test two's coming up. And I care about y'all, you know. Had a bunch of friends ask me to go get drinks today. I was like, nah, I gotta help these guys first.
See, you better than me because I would have went for the tequila.
I was about to say, I was about to say you better than me. Class would have been canceled.
Dude, almost did, almost did. It's like, no, I'm got a test coming up. Maybe Thursday, we'll see. But I need you to practice though. So notice we have a root, right? Square root. So what would you do to begin?
Solve what's up under the square root.
Yeah, we gotta get it out, right? But it's trapped. So how do I get rid of roots or square roots? So square root means root 2. So you should square. If it was a cube root, then you would use the third power. If it's a fourth root, you use the fourth power, right? So square root.
What if it is third root? Like, do you have to do it 3 times?
Yeah, instead of putting a
That's
2, you would put a 3 right there. See how I'm squaring both sides? If it was a cube, this would be third power. So this power would be the same, but over here you'd have more algebra to do here. That makes sense?
yeah, that part makes sense. It's just until when you like do more steps, I get lost.
Okay. The algebra part throws you off.
Yeah,
This,
just a little bit.
yeah, I think that's the hardest part, to be honest. Like my calculus 1 and 2 students, the hardest part for them is also algebra. Not funny. Some of them still don't know how to do fractions. Like, bro, it's Cal 2 already. Come on. But
That's
happens.
gonna be me. That's gonna be me faking it until I make it, and then you're there. It's like, oh wait, it's the basic stuff that gets you all the time.
No, it happens to all of us. But we got to do it at some point. Just got to get it done. So here we go. Square cancels a root, right? No more root. So this side's good. Square means multiply twice. How do you do that? Well, do the FOIL or the square method or a distribution. I don't care how you think about it. Just multiply it. So x times x times 9, 9 times x, 9 times 9. See, that's your FOIL. You can also use a formula if you want. That becomes this guy. Okay, so same thing again, right? We have a quadratic, therefore set the whole thing to 0. Okay.
You just move everything over to the right side.
Yeah, that's it. And now I'm thinking about tequila now. There we go. Equal to 0. So 18 minus 16. 18 minus 105. What is that going to be? Negative something.
Negative 88.7.
87?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Do you think that can be factored nicely? I don't know.
No,
Maybe. I don't know. Is there any factors of 87 that add up to 2?
no. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let's see. Divide by 87 divided by 9 doesn't work. 8 doesn't work. 6, maybe? Nope. I don't think so. Oh. 3 and 29 works. Hmm.
What two numbers did you get that? Like, what'd you put on your calculator right now? Because I've been
I was
trying
just
to put
so
different
what I did.
equations.
I'm not doing this in my head, right? So I'm taking 87 and dividing by 9, 8, 7, 6, 3. Then I noticed 3 worked, so we got one of them. But it doesn't seem like we have very many options. Six didn't work right. Hmm. No. I feel like I think it looks like there should be one. I'm gonna double check something. Oh shit, there it is right there. Check it out. 9 times 9 is what?
18.
81.
81. See that dyslexic power right there? Y'all believe me. Dang. My bad. You see the mistake? 9 times 9 is 81. 81 minus 105.
Negative 24.
Sorry about that. Okay. Now, factors of negative 24 that add up to 2. There it is. Right? Oh. Okay, so do y'all think that negative 6 is going to work?
No.
Maybe not, right? Let's see. Feels like it's a no. Negative 6 times 16 will be negative 96. So let's test it. Uh, 96 plus 105.
Wait, can you move your notebook up a little bit,
Oops,
please?
sorry.
Sorry. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so let's go through this. Test the first solution, negative 6. I plugged it into the original. So 16 times your negative 6. Oops, with the camera base. Plus 105 is going to be 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So it's equal to the same thing. So it looks like negative 6 actually works.
So basically, we're just trying to see if it's going to equal the same number on both sides.
If you get
Okay.
equality, then that means it is a solution.
Okay. You see, that's where I would get stuck. Like, what exactly are we trying to figure out here? But that makes perfect sense. Perfect.
Yeah, we're just checking. Because if an answer is truly a solution, you should get equality. If you don't, if you get a false statement, then it's not an answer. Okay. Plug in the 4. It's 13, right? Yeah. Looks like they're both good. Cool. We're just checking. Any questions on any of the steps?
In the test, we're gonna have to show everything like that.
Let's see. Usually yes, but if you don't, then it's right or wrong. Since we're doing remote, I'm trying to go easy on y'all. So if you send me your work, then I'll give you a ton of partial credit. If you send me nothing, then it's just whatever it tells you is your grade. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Also, will you be adding the ISLO extra 10 points on the last test?
I'm gonna
way?
be adding it to your overall test average as soon as
Oh.
everything's done. I'm hoping y'all finished. Everybody finished it. I haven't checked yet. You have any other questions on radical types? Sorry, one of my students can't log in. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. You have any questions on the test material or review what we did last time? I'm hoping you'll try the review by now. Is it going okay?
I have yet to try the review because I was scared of the square root, but I promise you I will attempt it.
I'm with you. I was scared about all of this.
Yeah, thank you so much for going over it because it's definitely making sense now that I'm seeing it like full on like that in steps.
I'm telling you, it makes more sense once you've tried it, right? Because I already talked about this last time. But but now that you've gone back and suffered a little bit, then I talk about it again. It makes more sense, right? So try to mess with it a little bit right before. That way it sinks in a bit more. But you want to do any questions from the homework or review? Oh yeah, feeling.
I did. I asked it in the chat, if we could go over a little bit of 12 and 13, the assignments on McGraw-Hill or whatever it's called.
Yeah, pick one.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm looking.
I think we got plenty of time. Oh, good.